Alrighty, we're going to actually start standing. So find your spot where you've got a bit of space around you and you can still see what we're doing. And we're just going to be focusing on mobilizing the hips and the lumbar spine today for all those people that have been sitting a bit more than usual. Okay, so yeah, hello, welcome. All right, so we're going to go into a little bit of a squat first. So just hands on hips, checking that they're level, and you're going to squat down and then come back up. And coming down and back up. And you just want to hinge at the hip as you go down. So you're keeping your low back neutral for this one. Just creasing at the front of the hip and then back up. Good, let's do two more. And last one. And then we're going to turn to the side. Go into a bit of a lunge here. So when you're in this lunge position, you want to be a straight line from your head to your heel. Draw your ribs to your hips. And then you're going to stretch your back heel down towards the mat. And then come up. Back heel goes down towards the mat. Coming up. Let's go for three more like this. Just holding that forward lean lunge position. And last one. Now as you come up this time, we're going to squeeze this glute and stretch the front of this hip out by leaning back a little bit. Then come back into your lunge, stretch the heel down. Coming up, squeeze the glute, stretch back. So you're opening up through the front of the hip here. Stretch the heel down and coming back up. And you can bring your hands behind your head if you like to add a little bit of a stretch into the upper back, the thoracic. Stretch the heel back, coming up, and then pressing the head back into the hands. Squeeze the glute. Open up the front of your left hip. Good. Stretch the heel down, coming up, and then arching back. Two more. Heel down and then up, and then lean back, squeeze the glute. And last one, stretching it back. Come back through the center into that squat, and then switching to the other side. So we pivot around, come into that long line, and we're going to stretch the heel down, and then coming up. Stretch the heel down, coming up onto tiptoe. Keep the hips squared off to the front, or to the side I should say. Have your knee tracking over your second toe. Stretch the heel down, coming up. And we're going to go into our hip stretch now by squeezing this butt cheek, squeeze the glute and arch. Back to that long line, stretch the heel down, coming up and squeeze and lean back. And then coming down, up onto the tippy toe, and then squeeze the buttock, stretch back, and then stretch the heel down. Can bring the hands behind the head if you like for a little bit of a upper back stretch while you're stretching the front of that hip. And stretch the heel down, up onto the tiptoe, and then leaning back. Good, stretch it down with the heel, and then squeeze the glute and stretch back. Let's do two more. Keep the tummy on, squeeze the buttock, stretch back. And last one, keep those abs on as you reach back. Good, coming back through the center. Now we're going to do a little bit of rotating through the hips. So we're going to go into that central squat position. Then you're going to rotate and go into that lunge. Come back through the center squat, rotate and lunge. It's actually a little bit sticky, this mat. Probably should do it on the mat, on the floor. Squat and then rotate. And you're just getting that sense of rolling the thigh bone in the hip socket. Let the thigh bone roll in and out, mobilizing through the hips. Stretch down. So if you go a little deeper in your squat, and rotate back to center, and then rotate, and last one. Good. Now come down as low as you can into your center squat. You might need to take the feet a little bit wider. Rest your hands onto your knees or just inside thigh there. I want you to rock from side to side. Just getting a little bit of a stretch into the inside thighs here. And getting a little bit of an opening up through the hips. Come down so your hands are towards the floor now. If you can get them to the floor, that's great. And then we're just going to stay low. Going to rock again. See if you can press one leg all the way straight. Come back through center. Other leg all the way straight. Good. Nice. Last one. Come all the way down to one side and just hold that stretch there for the inside thigh. If you can, keep this heel down if possible. And you can gently press this knee, the bent knee, out a little bit with your elbow. And then switching to the other side. Give that other side a little bit of a open up. Excellent. Very good. Now we're just going to do a little bit more standing. So come back to the center, both legs straight. Try to get a flat back if you can. And then we're going to walk the feet in. And then roll it back up. Now just standing at the end of your mat, or if you don't have a mat, it's fine. Just going to do a few roll downs. So we're going to roll down through the spine, breathing out all the way down. If you can, walk your hands out to a bit of a plank position here. Hold it here for 4 breaths. Squeeze the glutes on, squeeze the tummy on. Lift the hips up. Have a bit of a stretch down the back of the legs there. Bend one knee. Let that heel go. Down to the mat again. And then the other knee. Good. Just walking the feet out a little bit. And then we're going to walk it back up. Roll all the way up through your spine, 1 vertebra at a time. Let's just do a couple more roll downs like that, and then we'll come and lay onto the mat. So you're going to breathe out, scoop the tummy in, roll it all the way down. Inhale, hold. Exhale, rolling up. Good, and then rolling down again. So you're going to roll down through your spine, 1 vertebra at a time. Let the arms just hang. Let the head go. Breathe in at the bottom there. And then breathe out. Rolling it all the way up. And last one, rolling it down, 1 vertebra at a time. Inhale, hold. And exhale. Scoop and roll up. Very good. Now we're just going to come down onto our mat. I'm just going to change where this computer's set up so that you can see me a bit better. Come and lay onto your back. And we're just going to do a few pelvic curls. So we're laying onto the ground. Feet parallel, starting in neutral, and you're going to breathe out, scoop your tummy, start to roll up through your spine, 1 vertebra at a time. Inhale, hold it there. Exhale, scoop the tummy, soften through the ribs, roll it all the way down. Nice. Keep reaching the fingertips away from you. Breathe in at the bottom. Breathe out to roll it up. Just go as high as you can, feeling like the low back is lengthening. So if you get to a certain point and you have to lift up and arch your back, then just stop before that point and then rolling it down. One vertebra at a time. Inhale, hold it there. Exhale, scoop the tummy, rolling up. Slide the ribs towards the hips. Inhale, hold. And then exhale, softening down through the rib cage. And then each of the low back lumbar vertebra going down one at a time. Tailbone last. Breathing out to roll up. Draw the pubic bone towards your belly button. Keep that distance the same as you lift up. Inhale, hold. And then rolling it down. One vertebra at a time. Last one now, breath in. Breathing out, pubic bone to belly button. Draw that connection on. Keep that strong as you lift up. Inhale, hold. And then breathing out to roll it down. All the way down. Nice work. Let's bring the feet a little bit wider apart towards the edge of your mat. Take the arms out to the side and we're going to breathe in to rotate to one side. Both knees drop to the left. Exhale, come back through the center. Inhale, both knees drop to the right. Exhale, coming back through the center. We're going to windmill the legs like this a few times. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, going over. Exhale, coming back. Breathing in to go over. Breathing out to come back. Nice. Let's do 2 more each way. See if you can stretch both the knees all the way down to the ground so you get this stretch through the front of the hip here, through the psoas. And last one to the left, and then last one to the right. Very good. Bring your left foot onto your right knee. We're going to stretch the left glute now. So you're bringing the left foot onto the right knee, then you reach through and you grab the back of the right thigh, reaching through the gap there. Breathing in to hold. Just breathing, however, we're just going to hold it here for a few seconds. To intensify the stretch, you just pull the right thigh towards you more, but still try to relax your tailbone down so you don't want to imprint your low back into the mat. If this is a bit too much, you can do it with your right foot against the wall or against the front of the couch, and then you can just focus on pushing the left knee out so that you don't have to worry about trying to pull this leg in, the right leg in closer to you. Good, and then lower the right foot down to the floor, and we're going to rotate towards the right, keeping that same position with the leg. And then bring it back to the center. Rotate it to the left. And back to the center. And going over. Let the back stretch out a little bit. And good. And last one. Cool. Switching sides. We're going to switch to the other side. Bring the right foot onto the left knee. Reach through. Grab the thigh. Relax the tailbone down. Just breathing nice and quietly in a relaxed way. Good. If it's too much, pop your foot onto the wall or the front of the couch and just focus on pushing the right knee out because we're going for external rotation around the right hip in this one. Nice. Yep, keep that going. And then going to release the foot down. We're going to roll from side to side with the pelvis. Taking it over and then bringing the foot all the way down to the floor if possible. And then breathing out to come back. And all the way down to the floor. Very good. Now, I'm going to go into A little bit of rocking, so you're going to hold on to the back of your thighs, close to the knees, close to the back of the knee creases. Going to breathe out and just press the feet away, and then inhale, coming back down. Exhale, press away, inhale, down. So you want to draw your abdominals on as you press the feet out. Inhale, coming back. Exhale, inhale. Just a little rock. We're just trying to stretch out the low part of the lower back. Exhale, just rocking. And 2 more. And all the way up. Rock it all the way up to sitting. Well done. Now we're just going to sit cross-legged now. So sitting cross-legged. Going to go for a little bit of another glute stretch. So you're going to lean forward here. So you're getting a little bit of a stretch into the back, this sort of back area through the hips. So you're leaning forward, reaching the tailbone away. And if you want a little bit more out of this stretch, what you can do is bring your foot up onto the top of the other leg, and then that will intensify the stretch. And you'll feel a bit more into the IT band and the glute there. And just, you want to aim for a flat back, so lengthening out through the crown of the head. Good, and then switching sides. So you're going to switch which leg was in front. So you switch the other leg in front and lean forward. Or if you want to go for the more intense version, you'll bring your foot up on top of the other thigh and then lean forward there. Get that. So you want to go for as flat a back as possible when you're leaning forward there. Nice. All right, so we're going to grab our strap now. If you have your strap handy, going to unfurl that, and you're going to pop, going to be laying back onto your back, and you're going to have one foot up into the band. I'm going to do my right leg first. So you bring the right leg up into this nice hamstring stretch. Just getting a real sense of keeping the hips level. You don't want to hike up through that right side of your waist. You want to get a real, keep the stretch in the back of the leg here. And then if you don't have a strap, you can just hold your leg. So you just will stretch the leg away like so. And then we're going to make it a little bit more dynamic by bending the knee and then pressing it away. So with your strap, it's quite good because you can pull on with either side. You're going to breathe in to bend, exhale, push it out. And you might find that you can go a little bit more into the stretch each time. Bend and flex the foot, and then as you stretch the leg straight, point the toe. So you're going to bend and flex, point and straighten. Bend and flex, point and straighten the knee. That's it. And if you've got your stretchy TheraBand, that'll work as well. Just got to keep the tension on. And good. And then we're just going to go a 10 little lifts. So we're going to go down and up, and down and up. Breathe in to go down, breathe out to come up. Good. 4, 5, 6, that's it. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now swap both ends of the strap into your left hand, and we're going to come across your body for a bit of rotation through the lumbar. If you need to bend your knee, if it's a bit intense, then by all means do that. Try to keep your right shoulder down and just twist through the low back, and you'll get a bit of a stretch into the side of this right hip as well. Good, and then coming back through center, swap the strap to the other hand, and we'll go out to the side for a bit of an adductor stretch. That's it. I just need to hold a little bit higher up. So you're keeping this left hip down, left leg long, and just taking the right leg out to the side. Very good. And then we're just going to take the strap off, and we're just going to grab the knee and pull it towards the opposite shoulder. And so you're getting a little bit of a glute stretch that way. Into the side of that right back pocket area. And then just keeping with that pressure, I want you to bring the other leg up, and we're going to grab the right foot with the left hand and the left foot with the right hand, and just going to pull the feet towards your shoulders. Bit of a piriformis stretch. And then if you can, I want you to just press the feet into your hands, and then relax and pull back with the arms. Pull it deeper into the stretch. Good. And then we're going to do the strap on the other side. Just going to adjust where this camera is pointing so you can see more of me. So we're going to go left foot into the strap now, and have the right leg long, holding that there. Find your stretch, so you don't want to hike through this side, you want to keep that left side long. And then we're going to go into the bend and flex, point and straighten, bend and flex, point and straighten. That's it, just getting that stretch down the whole back of the leg, into the calf, into the hammy, into the sciatic nerve probably. If you do have issues with neural tension and you're getting some referred pain, then just ease up on the stretching. Don't want to aggravate that. Okay, bend and stretch, point and straighten. And then we're just going to lift and lower here. So inhale, go down, exhale, come up. Inhale, go down, exhale, come up. 10 little lifts and lowers. Just getting a sense of release right up into the top of the hammy. Leaving the low back still. Just moving the thigh bone in the hip socket. Good, 4 more to go. And last one, hold it there, bring it across a little bit, and then we can take the strap into, both ends of the strap into the right hand and take the foot across, twisting away from your left side. So you're taking the left foot down towards the right side, just as far as you can, keeping the left shoulder on the mat. Keep the tummy drawing in. If you need to bend the knee, if it's a bit intense, you can do that. And then coming back through the center, swap the strap to the other hand and take it out to the side for a bit of an inside thigh stretch. As far as you can go that way. Good. And then coming back through the middle, just going to pop the strap off to the side, cross that, bend that left knee and pull it towards your right shoulder, just to get a bit of a gentle hip release here. Or you can grab the ankle if you want a little bit more. We're actually going to go into that piriformis stretch now, where you've got the left leg crossed over the right leg and you're holding the feet with the hands, and just going to try and drop the tailbone or reach the tailbone away here, so getting a nice piriformis stretch. And then pull the feet back towards your shoulders. And if you can, press the feet back into the resistance of the hands. And then relax and pull a little bit deeper into that stretch. Good. Press the feet into the hands again. And then relax and pull it tighter. Well done. Okay, coming up. Now we're going to go into some kneeling stretches. And then we're going to finish with a bit of back extension. So just come into a half kneeling position, where you got 1 foot forward, one leg back. And we're just going to press forward with the, oh, that doesn't help. I thought that it was going to make it so I could still see you guys with my head on. So you're going to press the hips forward. I'm not really having much luck with these camera angles today. Sorry, everyone. Yeah, I think that's going to be best. Okay, great. Yeah, so 1 foot forward, 1 knee back. Press forward. Get that stretch through the front of the hip here. Take the arm up, same side as the side you're stretching. Side bend away to get a little bit of a lean going. And that brings it more into the psoas here, the deep hip flexor. Good, then coming down, walk the foot out a little wider, bring the hands down onto the mat. Go into your, a little deeper into your hip stretch, and you'll get a little bit in the inside thigh of the back leg. And just press the hips down towards the floor there. You can make it a little bit more intense by digging the toes in on the back foot and just pressing up to a straight leg there. Good. And then we can take the hand that's closest to the bent knee in front and just twist back towards the back of the room, or rotating towards your right side to your right, bent right knee. Excellent. Now we're going to switch to the other direction. Other foot comes forward. In my case, the left foot comes forward. Press the pelvis forward. Get a bit of a opening feeling through the front of the right hip. And then walking the foot out. So you're going to walk the foot out to the left more. Bring the hands down. Oh, sorry, missed out. The arm goes up, so, and then side bend away for the psoas. So if you're here, maybe I'll face to you guys. So arm goes up and then you side bend like so. And then walking the foot out wider, you're going to come down onto your hands in front. And you'll get a bit of a inside thigh stretch through the adductor there. And then take that hand that's closest to the bent leg in front and twist back that way. Keep pressing the hips down towards the floor. Keep stretching down. Very good. All right, coming on to all fours now. And we're just going to do a little bit of a cat stretch. So we're rounding the low back. Inhale, coming forward into a bit of a extension, but still keep the abs on. And then rounding, dropping the head down, tucking the tail under. Inhale, coming back through. Try and reach out through the crown of your head and stretch the sit bones away. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, coming back through. And nice. Very good. Now what we can do is just come down onto our tummy, and we're just going to do a little bit of extension here, which is so good for the low back if it can tolerate it. So you're going to start by drawing your abdominals on so you can find that connection. Inhale, lengthen out through the crown. Exhale, just going to press a little bit into the hands, go a little bit higher, and then inhale, come down. Breathe in, come up, just a little. Exhale, press a little higher, squeeze the glutes. Inhale, come down. 2 more, breathe in. Exhale, draw the tummy on, lift a little higher, and coming down. Breathe in, lift the chest, lengthen out through the, slide the shoulders down as you push. And good. And then this time, see if you can come all the way up into your extension. So you breathe in, lift the head and shoulders. Exhale, press all the way up. Inhale, coming down. Exhale, tummy comes on. Breathe in, lift the head and shoulders. Breathe out, press into your extension. And coming down. Last one. Breathing in and breathing out. And then sitting all the way back into your child pose. And just stretch the arms and the sit bones away from one another. Draw the abdominals in. Let's walk the hands over to one side of the mat and just stretch out that side. Good. And then walking the hands to the other side and have a stretch there. Nice. And just sitting back. When you sit back this time, I want you to really keep a flat back and just try and reach the tailbone away. Good. Now cross your right foot over your left foot. Same thing, we're just going to sit back with a flat back and just stretch back till we feel a little bit of a stretch in the glute there, in the rump. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, stretch back. And then switching which leg is in front. So you're going to bring your left leg, cross it over the right, and stretch back with a flat back. And then inhale, come forward. Exhale, stretch back with a flat back. And last one. Good. Excellent. So that's your little stretch session, guys and gals. Yeah. Thanks for joining me today. And